On the 27th of July 1909, a brand new ocean liner steamed south along the coast of South Africa. She was 465 feet long. She carried 211 people. She had been advertised as practically immune from any danger of sinking. By the next morning, she was overdue at Cape Town. She has never been seen since. Not a lifeboat, not a body, not a single confirmed piece of wreckage. This is the story of the sswaratah. The Waratah was the flagship of the Blue Anchor Line, built by Barclay Curle of Glasgow and launched in September 1908. She was a steel-hulled passenger liner of 9,339 gross tons, with a cellular double bottom and 8 watertight compartments. She held the highest Lloyd's classification, plus 100A1. She was powered by 2 quadruple expansion engines, twin screws, and could make 13.5 knots. She was, by every measure of the day, modern. She was not, however, fitted with a wireless. On the 6th of July 1909, she left Adelaide on her second return voyage to London. In her holds were nearly 1,000 tons of lead concentrate, along with flour, wool, frozen meat, and 7,800 bars of bullion loaded at Sydney. She called at Durban on the 25th of July. The next evening, at around 8:15, she sailed for Cape Town under her master, Captain Josiah Edward Ilbery, a Blue Anchor veteran of 29 years at sea. Around 4 in the morning on the 27th of July, the Clan Line steamer Clan MacIntyre sighted Waratah astern on her starboard quarter. By 6, the two ships were level, off the mouth of the Bashi River. Waratah was making roughly 13 knots and gradually drew ahead. By 9:30, she had passed over the horizon. That was the last confirmed sighting. Within hours, the weather turned. By evening, the Clan MacIntyre's captain would call it the worst storm in his 13 years at sea. A full gale was running by the 28th. When Waratah failed to arrive at Cape Town, no one was immediately alarmed. There was no radio. She might simply be delayed. She was not. The first search vessel, the tug T.E. Fuller, sailed from Durban on the 1st of August. She found nothing. The Royal Navy sent HMS Pandora, HMS Fort, and HMS Hermes. Hermes strained her hull in heavy seas and had to be dry docked. Waratah's own sister ship, Geelong, deviated to search. So did the German steamer Goslar. In September, the Blue Anchor Line, the Admiralty, and the Australian government jointly chartered the Sabine. Over the next 8 weeks, she zigzagged 14,000 nautical miles of the South African coast. She found nothing. On the 15th of December, 1909, the Waratah was posted as missing at Lloyd's of London. In December 1910, the Board of Trade opened its inquiry at Caxton Hall. Witnesses gave contradictory evidence about her stability. The court concluded it was unable to draw conclusions. Many later cited details, including a passenger's reported premonitions and several alleged post-disappearance sightings, were never substantiated to the inquiry's satisfaction. In 1999, the South African researcher Emlyn Brown announced sonar contact with what he believed was the wreck. A dive in 2001 identified it instead as the Nailsea Meadow, a cargo ship torpedoed in 1942. In 2004, Brown stated publicly that after 22 years of searching, he no longer knew where to look. The most widely accepted theory is that Waratah capsized in the heavy seas off the Transkei coast, possibly broached by a freak wave in the Agulhas Current. The cargo of lead concentrate may have shifted. The wreck, if intact, may lie beyond the continental shelf in water too deep for the side-scan sonars used so far. We do not know. We may never know. What is certain is this. 211 people boarded a ship in Durban. They sailed into a fair morning, and then the sea closed over them and kept its silence.